welcome to Talk from the Terraces, joined by a full team of Martin Wymo Gardner, Anthony Vivian, and Casual Sniper, aka Gav. So the first thing to talk about, gentlemen, really I wanted to bring up was the Rangers v Liverpool game, and the Liverpool lads singing the chant in IRA, and all the other stuff. A lot of the Liverpool fans online in the football groups have blamed it on kids that don't know any better. What's your opinion, Anthony? Have you seen this?
Discovery that cunt! Fucking circle, fuck off! Yeah, I've seen it, mate. To be honest with you, I'm not surprised. I know there was a lot of booing during the minute silence when the Queen died at Anfield. All this bullshit that they come out with. We're not English, we're Scouse.
Yeah.
I don't get all that. You know what I mean? And you know what? I know. I see a lot of Ireland flags at Anfield. You know what I mean? And I know they've got a big Irish support. But so United and you don't hear them singing pro IRA songs. And to be honest, I know they've got a bit of an affiliation with Celtic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they have.
I know Liverpool fans have that, but you know what I mean? They're a fucking English club at the end of the day. I've never understood that fan base, to be honest with you. I'm not going to mince my words here. I don't fucking like him. I've never liked him. You know what I mean? As a set of fans, I think, the fucking... You know what? I don't even want to go into it too much, but I think, the majority of fans in England don't fucking say the same. They're a fucking horrible set of fans. In my opinion, probably one of the most fucking hated set of fans in the country.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised one bit.
Yeah, I think what they've done chanting IRA is basically they've shown themselves up. They really have.
Yeah.
Martin, I'll come to you. There was even a guy getting nicked that was a Rangers fan, and as he was getting put into the van, you had Liverpool fans chanting IRA, and the old Bill were too busy nicking the fella than saying, surely they should be, doing something about fans, chanting about a terrorist group, surely.
Right. I'm going to back him up exactly 100%. We fucking hate him here. There's one or two of my mates, Liverpool fans. They get a lot of stick. Thank fuck they got beat today and all. Just sends them further down. But yeah, they're a fucking scummy lot. And the thing is, they don't do themselves any favour. If they want to be upset, in fact, I don't actually think they fucking care. No. I don't think they care. So and you won't hear it anywhere else. And yeah, like you say, the affiliation with fucking Septic, that's been going on for fucking years. No surprise at all. But yeah, like you're saying, you've got coppers right next to him. You're chanting that that is a deflammatory fucking remark, and it's surely, I'm not going to say do the coppers job for him, because I don't like the old believer.
No.
So say nick him, but they've gone for that Rangers fan for and it was only what they call gesticulating, and they're still chanting IRA scum.
As he's getting nicked. Yeah.
And he's getting fucking nicked, he goes but where are the coppers from? Probably Liverpool. You know what I mean? They've probably got not the same mindset, but the Scousers anyway, aren't they? So they're all fucking bad. They're an horrible fucking breed.
Yeah, and they're allowed to go about chanting, IRA. Now you look at, you're on about, how bad it is sectarianism. Now the Tottenham fans sing Yids, which is their own club, and they're getting bollocked for it. Do you know what I mean? Which no one's got a problem with. and they're getting bollocked for it at fucking White Hart Lane. Do you know what I mean? But they're allowed to chant fucking IRA. It's fucking mad.
Yeah, it's mad. I'll come to you, Gav. I will include the clip so people can see what we're talking about. I was shocked how blatant it was, Gavin. How it wasn't like, you know, they were chanting it. It was loud, you know, they were actually in full support of the IRA. That it was as simple as that. I don't know what, you know, is it just because they were playing Rangers and they thought it'd wind the Rangers fans up, or, but then, like you say, you know, like Anthony says, there's Irish flags at Liverpool games, and they've got that link with Celtic and You'll Never Walk Alone and all that sort of stuff. But it was very blatant, Gavin. You know, and that's what shocked me.
It seems to have, I mean, it's been going on for years, this, hasn't it? Let's be honest. But it seems to be escalating, and they're not doing themselves any favours, are they? They seem to forget the backing that people gave them, you know, with Hillsborough.
Exactly.
There was a lot of support for that, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. This whole anti-English thing is quite bizarre.
Yeah, it's, as Anthony said, you know, we're Scouse, not English. Yeah, you know, to me, I've always took that as tongue in cheek. That's fair enough, because the Cornish lot have been saying it for years as well.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah, you know, but
yeah, that chant. I mean, the troubles that went on in those times, and let's be honest, that's not gone away. That's not gone away. It's been brushed under the carpet, isn't it? That's still going on. That hatred.
I'd like to say that peace is broke out and stuff, but like you said, it's more been brushed under the carpet more than anything.
And it's that whole thing again of politics in football. You know, it's not good for
and
football.
It always sneaks in, Gavin, doesn't it? It doesn't.
But you can't have it both ways, can you?
No.
You know, England fans are labelled racist, God knows what else. But that's all right for IRA chants where hundreds and hundreds of people, regardless of what side they're on, were murdered. You know?
Yeah.
It's not a great image for football, is it?
No, there's no room for it in football, and the lads that were blatantly chanting it, they are, you know, they should have been dealt with, in my opinion. Okay, we'll go on to the World Cup, and I don't know if you've seen this, but England. Now, I thought this was all done and dealt with, and I'll come to you first, Martin. England are now unsure about if they're going to take the knee at the World Cup in Qatar. I thought this was all done and dealt with. I thought this taking the knee was history. I thought that was it.
You've seen the games this week, and you've seen the Prem. All right, it's for, I think the ref looks at his watch. I think it's like 5 seconds. Still 5 seconds too fucking long. Me now, I find it embarrassing. I do. Taking that knee, it's gone on too long. All right, you've made a point. It's just fucking fuck that shit. You know, it's a joke. It's beyond the joke now. Like we've done it. You made your fucking point. Move on, kind of thing. I look at it and it's like fucking cringeworthy.
It's getting meaningless, isn't it? I think.
Well, it is meaningless now. You've made your point. That's it. All you got to do is you've made your point. You've seen the banners going around the LED things. No room for racism. Taking the knee for I don't know fucking how long. That's it. Fucking move on now.
Yeah, that. And I'll come to you, Anthony. What Martin just said is absolutely right. You've got kick it out, and you've got no room for racism. So this taking the knee stuff, I don't understand why it's risen again. It seems bizarre to me.
Yeah, I think we spoke. You know, I get, you know, politics again. I think, you know what I mean, in football. We spoke about it a bit ago. But to be honest with you, you know, when this sort of stuff comes in, I think it just adds to the fucking division in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just adding to division. People are for, people against. It's just causing fucking arguments from within. You know what I mean? So you get sets of supporters from a certain club, say, you know, wherever it is, you know, someone against it, someone fucking getting pissed off with it, and it's just causing fucking that conquer and divide shit again in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right, Anthony. I think that it causes more harm than it does good.
Well, it's like now the people are fighting against taking a knee and that now. You know what I mean? And it just does it just stirs up fucking, you know, hatred to people that have fucking sat together for years. Now people are getting pissed off of it. Other people are fucking chat, you know, they want it, and it causes unrest. So, you know, yeah, fucking, it's, you know, what happened. It was in America anyway, you know what I mean? And it was a political fucking movement. It had no right to be on the football field, did it? You know what I mean? That's
No.
it, like.
It had no right to be backed by football, and in my personal opinion, they had no right to put the initials on the back of the shirts. I mean, I'll come to you, Gavin. You know, this taking the knee, as I've said to the other chaps, I thought it was all over and done with. You know, you've got kick it out. You know, you've got you know, against racism, you've got respect on the shoulders. Even black players aren't taking the knee. So surely that's telling you something, Gavin, isn't it?
I just say it's crazy. I mean, you go back 15, 20 odd years, got a World Cup coming up, and what are we talking about? Shit like this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. This shouldn't have anything to do with football. You're not seeing it in any other sports, are you? All this going on. It's just it's crazy. I mean, are they going to go over there, the England team? They're going to wear their little rainbow armbands? I don't think so.
Yeah.
That ain't going to happen. Well, they're not, are they? Let's be honest. No. Unless they want to be down the road, have their bloody hands chopped off and God knows what else.
Again, money talks. Now, I don't know if you've seen this. I've seen this on social media. Wigan's defeat by Cardiff. There's been a bit of an uproar about it because they played with different size goals. I don't know if you've seen this, Anthony, but I'm not sure of the actual size of Premier League goals or league goals, but apparently these goals were slightly smaller. So there's been a bit of an uproar about it, and I just find it very strange. I mean, all goals should be the same size, surely. It's
fucking that. Yeah, I didn't know what happened at Cardiff, but I know there was something. I can't remember it. Was it a game last week? Was this the one where they had to change the fucking goalpost?
Yeah, I think so. It was Wigan. It was Wigan versus Cardiff. Yeah.
Fucking hell. Yeah, well, fucking hell. It's a new one, isn't it? I suppose you've got a fucking. You know what I mean? I know City used to have a fucking massive pitch. You know what I mean? But I've never heard of changing the fucking size of the goalpost.
No, you know. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just. I just think it's absolutely crazy. I mean, surely, Martin, all goals should be the same. End of story.
Yeah, I don't think it'd have made a difference in the Arsenal-Liverpool game. Say how fucking big Liverpool's goal was. No, Arsenal's was. They still want to fucking won. But was it something to do with they played rugby there as well?
I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Am I getting my fucking I see something on telly, so I know what you're on about.
Yeah.
I must admit, this is the only thing that I haven't looked up that you sent me. And I'm sure they play rugby there as well. And it had something to do with rugby. I don't know, was it the height? Or the fucking width? It's the height, wasn't it? Or...
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. I just found it so.
But you would think, right? You would think that they're but to the mill, they're all the fucking same. You know, a goal mouth is a fucking goal mouth.
Yeah, I mean, I'll come to you, Gavin. This is not non-legal Sunday league. This is professional football.
Don't they check the goals beforehand?
Well, yeah. You always see the keepers and the linesmen. You always see the referee and the linesman checking the nets, don't you? So,
yeah, we had an incident the other day at a non-league game, and they had to hold the game up until the net was secured properly.
Yeah, so surely it should.
But wasn't this something years ago the Americans were going to do? Was widen the goals so there was more chance of goals, make it more entertaining. I've got something in the back of my mind. I remember something along those lines. A long time ago. Yeah, there was something. Yeah, something like that. But obviously, I didn't know that much about this. But
right, we'll go on to another subject. I'm really surprised by this, and and I'll come to you first, Martin. Steve Cooper of Nottingham Forest has kept his job. Now, in the week, I heard he lost it, but I read today that he's been given a new contract. So, is it fair play for Forest?
Is
buy him, or should they have got rid of him? And apparently, he signed 22 new players.
Yeah,
I think it's 24, isn't it? You know, when once they've got Serge Aurier, I think it bumped it up to 24.
Yeah.
Where they're sat in the league now, this is. I think this is maybe built on loyalty to what he's done with that club. You know, because when they interviewed him last week, Cooper, right? He said, "All right," he goes, I can take some positives. We've had some. We've had a bit of a bad run. Things like bad run. You fucking bottom, mate. You're on. Are they on 4 points? 4 points. Then it's Leicester and Wolves, isn't it? They're fucking rock bottom. But we're only we're 7, 8 games in now. 8, something like that. Would it be wise now to sack him? But he's signed. I think it's a 3-year contract, taking him up to. I think it's only 2025 or 2026. So it might only be 2 years. We're in 2022 now. Yeah, 25. So that's 2.5 years. Unless it's late 25, then it's 3 fucking years. I'm not sure that's the right move. The amount of money they've spent, people like you don't even hear Lingard's name anymore, do you?
No.
You know,
no.
I don't know. I reckon that's based more on fucking loyalty to him because what he's achieved for the club.
Yeah, and I suppose in this day you don't get a lot of loyalty in football. So fair play to Forest.
Yeah, so you can say fair play. Do you know what? I've been online looking at things because Nottingham's just down the road. I've got a lot of friends in Notts. They're all backing him. They're just saying, look, we need to get some results and pull something out of the bag. But there aren't many, and I know quite a few of them, negative comments about him. It's all kind of positive. But they do need to start fucking getting results.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're going straight back down. And we all know how hard the Championship is. All right, fair crack to them. They came up. I'm not going to say they lost 16 players. This is their argument. They lost 16. They had to replace 16 players. Yeah. It's a lot to lose. You know what I mean?
That's most of the squad. I'll come to you, Anthony. Now, I do applaud the loyalty that Forest have shown to Cooper. But signing 22 new players, I know it's only early in the season, but how's he going to get them to gel? That's a difficult situation for anybody, isn't it?
Fucking hell, you know. I remember when they come up and someone said, "How do you think they're going to get on?" I ain't got a fucking clue. They've got an all new squad there. You know what I mean? They've got basically he's bought a fucking new squad. So you know that's massive in itself. Never mind, you know what I mean? Trying to adjust to the Premier League. So. It was going to be an uphill struggle for him anyway. Do you know what I mean? There was going to be a relegation battle. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you know what I mean. It could have been fucking. It could have been a bit easier. You know what I mean? But like I say, you know, he's fucking got to deal with it. You know, the hand he's dealt. He's got a gel of players. But yeah, you know, by the sounds of it, the club's listening to the fans. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he is a fan's favourite there. He's took them up. You know what I mean? And maybe they've listened to the fans and they've shown him a little bit lightly. So yes, you know, if that's the case, fair play to him. Yeah,
he's a massive fan's favourite, and like I say, in this day and age, it's all about money and not loyalty. Well, I'll come to you, Gav, on a different situation. It does look like the Americans have bought Bournemouth.
Okay.
So I think that we're probably going to see another big club. In fact, I was reading something earlier that there's it shocked me. There's quite a lot of Premier League clubs that are now owned by Americans.
I know one club that's owned by Americans. That's Pompey.
Yeah, does it seem the Americans are taking over because again, it's all about money?
Yeah, it was I can only really comment on Pompey, but it was a weird one when they came in. Meant to be the CEO of Disney and all this stuff.
Yeah.
it all started off with a bit of razzmatazz, people dressed up as Mickey Mouse and God knows what, stuff like that going on. Yeah, it was bloody embarrassing, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know whether they come along as a plaything. I just don't know. But football's just mad now. It's just all money, isn't it?
It's all money.
Go back that Forest thing. I mean, I don't know a lot about that, but fair play to them to sticking by him.
Yeah,
because it's a massive culture now just to bin them off, isn't it?
Well, it's just very easy, isn't it? But like Anthony said, he seems to be a fan favourite, and they really are sticking by him. And as we know, football fans are very fickle. Usually, get rid of them.
Yeah.
But the Forest fans really seems to be behind him. So fair play to the Forest fans, and also fair play to the club for sticking by him.
They turn things around.
Oh, and hopefully. Okay. I will this was a little bit of a joke that we said, and I've actually read this online. It was a little bit of a joke that we rumoured. If we was to sack Southgate, who would he replace him with? And I think it was me and you, Gav, that said Eddie Howe. And that rumour seems to be gaining.
Does it? I said this years ago. I thought he would, suit that sort of role. But that's news to me that it's gaining momentum. But is he another yes man though? Yeah,
exactly. And Martin, can you do it? The World Cup's next month.
It can't be done before the World Cup, not a fucking chance. And look what he's doing with Newcastle at the moment. Another good win, packed out. Let him do his job there. I'm not. When he went to Newcastle, with them, because the billionaires, right? I was surprised that he got the job. Right, I know he'd done a good job before, but I was surprised that he got that job. So I'm not sure they're looking at longevity with him. So if that rumour mill is fucking going round and it's building momentum, maybe get the World Cup out of the way, make sure that Newcastle are safe, because it's looking like they're safe, then talk about it, and then, maybe Newcastle will have a different fucking manager, and he's young, he's hungry, maybe. Just maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
At least it keeps it English, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, exactly.
And he's young.
Well, I'll come to you, Anthony, on a diff, and again, this is rumour mill. Jurgen Klopp, all is not well at Liverpool. Do you think there's any truth to this, Anthony?
Yeah, definitely. I said this since the United game. Well, obviously they had a bad start anyway, but the United game, I didn't know fucking James Milner was some sort of player manager role. I just remember him watching him fucking up and down screaming at everybody. And it just obviously the massive rivals and they don't like getting beat, against United. But just the way he was fucking on the pitch in front of everybody, just fucking shouting at each other. It seemed like there was definitely some sort of unrest. But yeah, they're definitely not at the races this season. Definitely not. It's not the Liverpool like we've seen in the last couple of years, is it?
No, and they also seem to say whatever club Klopp is at, after he's been there a while, it seems to go a bit tits up. I don't know how true that is, or the 7-year itch. I think the headline I read. I mean, I don't know how long he's been at Liverpool. So
yeah, well, don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Maybe they'll have a little fucking a little go at the league. I don't think they're not going to challenge us now without anyway. Do you know what I mean? Looks like the next couple of months, I reckon it'll start taking shape. It looks like it's going to be City, Arsenal, maybe Tottenham up there as well. I don't think Liverpool have got a look in really, but yeah, we'll just see.
Okay, just before we finish up, I just want to end up on a tongue-in-cheek note. Just before I want to finish with Gavin on the Panorama magazine. There's been a petition to stop Haaland playing in the Premier League because he's a robot. Yeah, apparently lots of people have signed it. Obviously, it's a joke, but yeah, he's a robot, and apparently, yeah, they've signed a position. They say he's just too good he's just too true to be too good, and they don't want him. That don't want to play him in the Premier League, but you have to admit, obviously he's not a robot, but I'll come to you, Anthony, quickly. He's fucking shit up, mate, isn't he?
You know what? Fucking, when he was at Dortmund, he was shit at Dortmund. We were going mad for him, you know what I mean? And we heard the rumours, you know what I mean, that he's already be a done deal. To watch it, the issue with his dad, he's come out and said he was a City fan. Obviously, his dad played for City.
Yeah.
And we just knew he was just going to be the fucking finished article. You know what I mean? It's just like, fucking hell. It's just like, you're looking at City now, you're like, I was watching it yesterday and I'm like, you know what? It's fucking disgusting how good we are at the minute. It's fucking disgusting.
No one can touch it. No one can touch him, and no one can touch the club.
I mean, he's taking the fucking piss now.
Yes.
I mean, we didn't even get out of second gear yesterday. We didn't even get out of second gear.
Yeah.
Everyone was saying how bad City was, and we won 4-0. I mean,
it's like Martin said the other episode. He scored a bloody kung fu kick.
Right. I said, right, and I told you when we started this what bet I'd had as well. Like, now I put 20 quid on a 33 to 1 I got. But I told you that he'd win the Golden Boot by 10 goals. No one had come within 10 goals. Yeah. I got 33 to 1. Do you know what you'll get now? You'll just get evens now. Well, it was 2 to 1 the other day. You can't even get evens anymore.
Well, I did see figures saying that they've got him down to score 40 goals, and now that's gone up to 60. But
maybe more. Like, honestly,
but
you can't even get 2 to 1. He's an absolute fucking beast. He was always going to dominate. Look what he did at Dortmund. Like he says, he's a fucking animal. He is the bollocks, and he's worshipped there already. He's like a fucking king. I think he's 9 goals in front of Jesus, and then it's Mitrovic who's fucking now injured. Jesus didn't fucking. Did he score stage? I'm not quite sure.
He's just bang on.
But no one's going to get within a fucking mile of him.
It's just no one going to touch him. Right, okay. Just before we finish up, Gav, spoke to you off camera. Obviously, issue 4 of Pananaro magazine and out. I do have issue 3 here, which is really good read. Is there anything that's caught your eye in issue 4?
Yeah, I mean, I can't sing the praise. I was talking to one of the guys to do with this the other day. Right. I can't sing their praises enough. This isn't a magazine. It is like well, you've got one there. It's like a proper book, isn't it? The quality is something else. I've been buying them since they came out. Love them, absolutely love them. They do limited runs, don't they? So you've got to be pretty quick off the mark to get them. An article in there that I liked was about a guy from a Glasgow council estate, a kid, who ended up being a ball boy at New York Cosmos. He was Pele's personal ball boy. This was a young lad from a Glasgow council estate. That's one of the articles in there. You've got a bit in there with Gary Aspen. There's an article taking you back to the 70s with Clough. But, I mean, the quality, it's just something else. It's well worth the money. Yeah, if you can get hold of them,
it's a collector's item.
Yeah, they are, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And I just hope they keep on, they keep going, they get the support.
They actually sell out. And like you said, they do sell out quickly. And this issue 4 is the first time that they've actually printed
run.
Because a lot of people were missing out. A lot of people.
That's it. Yeah, they were. Yeah, I think.
And then they were going for silly prices on eBay. And
I've seen that. There's nothing else like this, though, is there? There's nothing else on the market like this.
No, there isn't. No.
It's an outstanding publication. So, everyone, if you can get, pick them up, well worth it. Yeah,
I've also, just a quick plug, I've also interviewed Charlie McLean, who's part of the team, which is on the UK Casuals Talks To series, and he tells me a little bit about the magazine and why it started and how it started. So
Yeah.
again, yeah, I can't sing praises enough about Padding. I'm like you,
Brilliant.
Gav. It's
Yeah.
just a fantastic magazine.
Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen, it's been as interesting as ever. Same time next week, and there'll be more videos coming from UK Casual soon.
Where is that?